love that.
And who's found the dollar this week?
Who's found a dollar? Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
God, Johnny's not ready for this. I love it. And I was kidding, everybody. Michael is not a communist; he's a socialist. Now, the important thing: I'm a communist, socialist, independent, Republican, Democrat of
That's
the Whig
right.
Party.
That's right.
So
That's
for me,
right.
I cover it all.
Well, does that mean that you've lost your dollar or you found your dollar, Stephen?
This week, I want to say we have. I'm going to go first because I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited that on Wednesday we had a UFO hearing that produced nothing except what we already knew, but from reliable sources, and they have to go to their secure room to talk. But everything that everybody's known, I think it's a found dollar two ways. One for the public in general, because I think they're finally going to find out the truth about, in the Pentagon briefing in 2019, when the general said we have off-world vehicles in our possession, and nobody remembers the news conference, and it was on CNN. They did the same news conference a year ago, and everyone's, and so now they're saying that they have all this stuff. So I think that's a win for the public in general on the globe. Also, it's a win, which I can't believe I'm going to say this, for the American military industrial complex, because now they can just come out and start saying, yep, you know how we invented this stuff? This is how we invented this stuff. And I'm all for it. And just to let you know, we've invited a senator that was actually at the hearings on our show to come on and talk about it. We'll see if he shows up. I doubt it. And then we also invited an author to come on who has a UFO author. Not just so much, we can talk about UFOs, but to talk about how that would work with the military industrial complex. And there's a book written by Corso, can't remember the name, and he talks about the crash in Roswell and all the technology that we got from it.
Well, maybe it's just an excuse. Is this just an excuse to?
So that's another. Sorry, because if not,
that's another dollar.
That's another dollar. I'm all for the dollar.
Michael,
I have to buy more Raytheon.
Well, I've got something on the science realm, also in the science realm. So it happened just a few days ago that a Korean team of scientists came up, South Korean team of scientists came up with a room temperature and room pressure superconductor, which means that now superconductors usually have to be cooled to super cold temperatures in order to work and to have those superconducting properties. But now they've done this using some very basic materials, basic lab equipment. It's called LK99, if you want to look it up. And the amazing thing about it is that this could revolutionize the technologies that we have today, because it could, for example, all the electricity that's wasted when you transmit electricity across the country, for example, in these high voltage lines, there could be zero loss if it's all superconducting material. So that's one very practical thing. The other one is nuclear fusion reactors could become even more possible. So now talk about free energy. We'll create something that is more, we could create a fusion reactor, which was very difficult to do without superconductors. And quantum computers are going to be positively impacted by this. So there's a lot of good benefits with room temperature, room pressure superconductors.
Nice.
Wow.
Very cool. Kurt, what do you have? Because we're going to save these two last for last, because David's going to talk about some food or plant thing, and God knows what John's going to talk about. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, as the whole Bidenomics, 33.1% annual rate growth on the GDP in the USA, regardless of its origins, is quite an impressive thing. So I'd have to put that in my found area.
Very nice.
And in terms of the loss, even though it's not economic, the loss of Sinead O'Connor yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's I mean, she's part of our fabric of not just from a musical point of view, but where she stood on a number of human rights issues. Right. It's a loss to the human community.
John, she was a singer from Ireland, and she was on Saturday Night Live. She ripped the picture of the Pope up just because I know you wouldn't understand who she is. We'll send you the video.
Yeah.
All right, John. Okay. Let's go. Since Sinead and you have the same haircut, what's your lost and found this week?
I don't have anything really good. All I can say is oil is up, $10 in the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
So it's $1.
I like that John comes prepared. Go ahead.
but by the strategic
I
from
think
the
his
U.S.
internet's
from
crapping out.
I think John's having an internet
Yeah,
problem.
John's-
That's why he's not prepared. All right, John. Yeah, we'll go with your oil. That's it. You're done. We love
right.
you. David,
So the
what's your
strategic reserve oil, he drained it from something like I don't know, like nearly 700 million barrels down to 250.
Oh yeah, that was a
the,
big mistake.
in the desire to lower prices, right?
Yeah.
Which he did temporarily. Now we're going back to $100 oil. We're on the way because we went from 63 now to we're now in the 80 range.
buy futures, baby?
Yeah,
That's a win-win.
so it's a win for the oil market. You know, it's a loss for Biden and his energy strategy.
We're
doesn't
selling that
know.
crap even it's going up on our side.
Yeah.
Here's the best part about Biden. He was around when the dinosaurs were here, so he knows all this oil by name. He's like, oh, that's Fred, that's Barney, that's what this is. Anyway, okay, David, this will be
What do we
good. Hold
got?
on, let me strap in for this one. What
Strap in for this
meat
one.
beef-based product are we going to talk about
No.
today?
This. I thought we all needed this. This is
Okay.
this is a Dutch AI company called
Of course it is.
Watermelon. Of course it is, and they've just released this sort of GPT-4 app for everybody.
Yeah.
And it enables you to text and talk to Jesus, which I thought was really good. So you can have a WhatsApp number,
Direct
and
line.
you can ask questions. You can ask questions about Christian holidays, Bible passages.
I got your Bible passage right here, pal.
And it's designed to give you a warm and fuzzy feeling. And
I got your warm and fuzzy right here too.
So that's a Dutch company called Watermelon, and you can now use chat to Jesus.
Does he wear black socks during the whole thing?
The Jesus, the cynicism of you all. So that's definitely.
I support you, David. Let's all talk to Jesus. We'd all be better off.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Everybody,
So
thank you for watching.
I think that's actually a $1 for us in the Church of England, and for Stephen and all his lot, it's a.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, yeah, for the Satanists in the
All
room,
done.
yeah, this is not a positive development.
I'm just shocked that people are stupid enough to believe it. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much. We're glad you're listening. If you're on the podcast, we're glad you're watching. If you're on YouTube, join us next week if you have comments, or if you want to get in touch with the Watermelon people, so you too can chat with an imaginary fictional character. Feel free
No, he's
to
just
reach
called
out to us.
Jesus of Jesus, I suppose, depending where you come from.
I have a friend named Jesus. Yeah, and his brother. There's Jose B and Jose C. Anyway, listen. Have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll be back next Saturday, hopefully, unless Jesus the AI kills us. You never know. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Tell your friends. And for you people that are watching the Lost Dollar Club or Lost and Found, you can watch the whole show since we break these up in 2 shows. So once again, everybody, have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you all next Saturday. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Mr. David?